Okay, now I want to explain the third principle of tangency. The third principle of tangency. So I've explained the first principle in the first video of this topic. I've explained the second principle in the second part of this topic. So this is the third part of this topic, which is also important. So this principle is used to join two arcs internally. So the first one is used to join an arc with a straight line. The second principle is used to join two arcs externally. So this principle is used to join two arcs internally, which is the third principle. Now, the construction goes thus. So I've written out what we are going to use. So for a bigger circle, the radius is 35, and for the arc that we are going to use, the radius is 20. So I will explain the remaining part why the construction is going on. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is to draw the center lines, the horizontal and the vertical center lines. Okay. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is that the radius of the bigger circle is 35. So I will measure 35 mm on my ruler. Measure 35 mm on my ruler and draw a circle. Okay, so this is 35. So put it at this point and draw a circle. Okay. So draw a circle. So this is a circle. So I want to extend this line. I want to extend this line. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I need to locate a point on this line, which will serve as the center of the small circle. I need to locate a point on this line, so which will serve as the center of this circle. So that point will be a radius. So the radius of that point from the center of the circle is R1, and R1 is equal to R minus small letter r, capital letter R, the radius of the bigger circle, minus the radius of the arc. Okay, so that is 35 minus 20, and that gives us 15. So I will take 15 mm on my compass. Take 15 mm on my compass. So this is 15 mm. This is 15 mm. So I will put at this center O here and draw an arc. So the arc goes like this. Okay. All right. So this point here, where this arc touch this vertical center line, is where I will put my compass. Is where I will put my compass to draw the arc that will touch this circle at a point. So let me call this one. Let me call it point P. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take the radius of the small circle or the arc that we are to use to join this arc together, circle together internally. So I will take 20 mm here. So put the pinpoint at this point P here. So if you look at it, so it touched this point, so you need to draw an arc. So draw an arc like this, So this arc, so you touch this circle internally, touch it internally. So there is it. So this point here, so this point is the point of tangency. This point is the point of tangency T. So this is the point of tangency T. Okay. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is to dimension this construction. So from here, so it's the radius of the circle itself. So this is R35. Okay, so for this arc, for this arc here, okay, so for this arc, so this is R1. This R1 is equal to the radius of the circle minus the radius of the small, this arc here, this arc that touch this circle internally, and this is equal to 15 mm. It's equal to 15 mm. So the next thing that I'm going to do is so from here, from this point P, from point P here, so to any point on the arc, is the radius of the arc itself, so which is 20 mm. So from here to here, so this is small letter r, which is 20, R20. So this is how to draw an arc that will touch another arc internally. So let's look at the application of this principle. So we are going to make use of these dimensions. So we have two circles. So the radius of the bigger circle is 30, while the radius of the smaller circle is 20. So draw horizontal line. So the center distance is 70. So I will try a line here. Now we measure 70 for the center distance. Okay, so this is 70 mm for the center distance. So I will draw a vertical line at this point. Okay, so I will call this point. This is O1 for the bigger circle, and this is O2 for the small circle. So next thing I'm going to do is to take the radius of the big circle, which is 30 mm. So I will take 30 mm and draw a circle. So this is 30. So I'll put it at this point, O1 here, and I will draw a circle. Okay, so next I will take the radius of the small circle, which is 20, and put it at this point, O2. Then I will draw a circle. Okay, so this is a circle. So the next thing I'm going to do is that, so I need to draw an arc that will touch these two circles internally, So I need to make use of this radius R2. So R2 is equal to R1 minus R. So R1, so I will explain that later. I will explain what that means, stands for later. So R1, so minus R, which is capital letter R. Capital letter R is the radius of the big circle. Okay, so R1 is equal to 70, and radius of the big circle is 30. So 70 minus 30 is 40 mm. So I will take 40 mm on my ruler. So I'll take 40 mm. So this is 40 mm. So I will put it at the center of the circle here. Put at the center of the circle here, and I will draw an arc. Draw an arc here, and then I will draw another arc here. Okay, so the next thing is my R3 is equal to R1 minus the radius of the small circle. So that is 70 minus 20, and that gives me 50 mm. So I will take 50 mm on my ruler. 50 mm on my ruler here. So what I'm trying to do is to locate a point where we put R1, so that I can draw an arc that will touch these two circles internally. So I put it at O2 here, and I will draw an arc. Okay, so that goes like this. I'll do the same thing here. That goes like this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is that I will now take R1, which is equal to 70 mm. So I'll take 70 mm from 1 to 70. Please, you need to pay attention to how this is going to be done. So this point, let me call this point a point of intersection of this axis. Let me call it Q, and let me call this point, let me call it P. So please pay attention. So put the compass, take that 70 and put the compass at point Q here. So when you put it at point Q, so put it on this circle like this. Put it on this circle like this. So just put it like this on this circle, and you turn it. So when you turn it, it goes like this. So you can see how it is going. So it goes like this, and it will touch this circle. It touch this circle. Okay. Okay. So this is it. So the same radius, bring it to point P. Bring the same radius to point P, and touch this circle at this point. Then you turn it from here. It goes like this. So when you touch this circle, stop it there. Okay. So this is it. So these two circles, they touch this arc internally. So that's what we did here. So these two circles, they touch this arc internally. They are inside the circle. They rest on the curved part of the circle, of the curved interior part of the circle. So this is the application of this third principle of tangency. So I said the principle is used to join two arcs internally. So if I'm to do the dimensioning, carry out dimension. So from here, so let me do it to this side. So from here to here. And from this point, from point P, I'll just do it on one side, point P to this point. Okay, and from here to here, from here to here. So okay. Okay, so here, so this is here is R2, so which is equal to R1 minus R, and this is equal to 40, is equal to 40 mm, is equal to 40 mm. And for this one, so from here, from the center to this point, so from the center to this point, so this is R3, so which is equal to R1 minus the radius of the small circle, and this is equal to 50, is equal to 50. So the next is this arc here, this arc here. So this arc is R1, which is 70, is equal to 70 mm. So this is 70 mm. So next, so I have this radius of this circle here. So the radius here, that is R, which is equal to 30, is equal to 30. Then I have this circle, so this is small r, which is equal to 20. So this is how to draw an arc that will touch these two circles, that will touch two circles internally, So it's as simple as explained there. So these things, they have more application than what I've done here. So I'm going to solve 2 or more problems on this topic. So we can, with the use of these 3 principles that I've explained, we can draw a hook, we can draw a spanner, we can draw a blade, we can draw electric bulb with the use of these principles. So I'm going to solve 1 or probably 3 problems, which will be WAEC questions. So that's what I'm going to do. So don't forget, for you to learn more, subscribe to this channel, like the channel, and share with friends. So when you subscribe, whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification so that you can watch it. And then another thing is for you to practice. As I've done it here, you can make use of these dimensions and practice what I have done here. So thank you.